Hi, my name is Alexa Sand, and I'm the Associate Vice President for Research here at Utah State University in charge of student research programs. Utah State has been actively involved in the advancement of undergraduate research since 1975. And in 2020, we were recognized by the Council on Undergraduate Research as one of the top undergraduate research programs in the country. I want to start with the benefits for students. And here I've outlined some of the benefits that have been uncovered through about 25 years of research on undergraduate research. Probably the most important finding is that undergraduate research builds resilience. Students learn to fail, essentially, pick themselves up and move forward, since we all know as researchers ourselves that there are a lot of reverses and frustrations in the process of any research. As students undergo these experiences of forward failure, they build self-awareness and self-confidence. And this is especially notable in students who come from populations where they may not have any family members or community members who are engaged in research themselves. So these students who come to research completely unaware of the process learn through the hands-on application of research and become much more self-assured as students and are therefore less likely to drop out and more likely to graduate with higher grades. We all know that research challenges our critical thinking and analytical skills, and for undergraduates engaging in real-time research, this is true. Undergraduate research also provides an excellent training in disciplinary methods and theories. So things that they've only learned in the classroom in a kind of secondhand way suddenly become real and necessary to them. So they're forced to take ownership over these ideas and really integrate them into their thinking process. Of course, students also gain a whole slew of practical and transferable skills through undergraduate research, skills that will stand them in good stead when they're looking for jobs after graduation or applying to graduate school. And one thing that many people don't entirely recognize is the degree to which participation in undergraduate research helps students develop excellent communication skills. Not only do they have to communicate with their mentor and with other researchers in their group, but they also have to communicate their research out to various audiences. So they build public speaking skills, writing skills, and a whole array of related skills that really help them become better communicators. All of these things add up to advancing their career and learning goals. That is to say, students who participate in undergraduate research graduate from college with a much clearer idea of what they want to do, much more excited about how they can be engaged in making change in the world, and they typically express much higher satisfaction in their degree. So, these are all benefits to the students. What about faculty? Well, mentors, whether they're faculty or advanced graduate students or postdocs, can also benefit from being engaged in undergraduate research. Students can support your research in a variety of ways. They can basically just be there to sort of hold your hat while you do something, or they can undertake parts of a project almost independently, depending on their stage in their learning. Another benefit of mentoring is that it counts towards promotion and tenure. Utah State University's faculty code specifically mentions the mentoring of undergraduates inside and outside of the classroom as one of the measures by which you can be evaluated. Mentorship also helps you build a network of future colleagues. That student who started out in your lab or your studio as a freshman may not have been particularly passionate about your area of research then, but after 4 years of exposure to research, they have very clearly developed ideas. And when they go out into the world, they will remember that you're the one who helped them develop in that early and critical phase of their career. And you'll find that they come back to you, and as they grow and mature, they can often grow into colleagues who help connect you to your broader professional network. And finally, we do recognize mentoring excellence here at USU internally through a series of awards, and your professional societies are likely to recognize mentoring excellence as well. So it's a chance to get your name out there a little bit and perhaps get some financial compensation for the great work you're doing. The Office of Research offers a variety of supports for mentors who wish to become better mentors and who want to really support their students. I'm just going to briefly run down what these are. We have funding opportunities, such as the Undergraduate Research and Creative Opportunities Grant, travel grants to support presentation at conferences, and the Undergraduate Research Fellows Program, which is a scholarship opportunity. We have training opportunities for students and for mentors throughout the year. These are usually announced a couple of weeks in advance with an RSVP. We will be offering some online materials on our website. We're developing a mentor guide as I speak, and we already have an undergraduate research student guide. We also have a LibGuide. This is a website developed in conjunction with the library that includes a lot of useful links if you're trying to improve your mentoring and grow as a mentor, or to understand and articulate why this mentoring is important. For example, if you're writing your self-assessment essay for your promotion and tenure dossier. We provide a lot of networking tools. If you are looking for a student to participate in a research opportunity, you can use our Find a Student form. It's an online form you fill out. You tell us what the opportunity is, and we help you connect to the appropriate students. We also have a web page of current opportunities, and you can request to have your opportunity posted there. Students, likewise, can fill out a form and get connected to mentors. Furthermore, we have a couple of events throughout the year, which are really great opportunities for you to meet and talk to undergraduate researchers. Some of these are our dissemination opportunities, like the Student Research Symposium, which takes place every year in the second week of April, and our Fall Student Research Symposium, which is a sort of mini version of the same event that takes place in December. One question I get a lot is, how do I initiate students as researchers? How do we get students started in research? And I have a couple of suggestions here. First off, you want to incorporate authentic research experiences into entry-level coursework. This is a practice called a CURE, or a course-based undergraduate research experience. And there's a lot of literature out there, often specific to different fields, giving you a sense of how you can do this in your particular discipline. I'm happy to direct you to that literature and to help you find models that will work for you. You can also bring your students to the Student Research Symposium. If you want them to come and present, we'll work with you to develop dedicated spaces and times for those students to share their work. If you'd rather they just visit and explore research, we have some tools for developing assignments that would allow students to really engage with the Student Research Symposium. Another program that we have, although it's a little more informal, is called ROSE, or Research Opportunities for Work Study. And this is a way of connecting work study students, often the most economically disadvantaged students at Utah State, with the opportunities for work study that exist in a research setting. And finally, you can approach student organizations to broaden your recruitment efforts when you're seeking research help from students. This is a really great way to ensure that you're not just cherry picking those 4.0 A students out of your class, but maybe opening the door to a student who would never have imagined that they might become a researcher. So that's how to get the students started. How do you get started? We have a couple of welcome events in the fall. Our undergraduate research fair is on September 7th on the Quad, and we welcome you to come. If you would like to come and recruit students, contact us, because we'll have resources available for you to do that. We also will have a mentor welcome event on September 15th. And this will basically be a social event, but we'll present more of these opportunities in depth at that time. Our website is rich and has almost as many pages as the rest of the Office of Research's website altogether. So be sure to check that out. I've included the link to the live guide here. Sorry, the LibGuide. And I'm always happy to meet with faculty mentors one-on-one or to schedule a visit to your class. So thanks for your attention. Here's our contact information. That's me. On the left, Alexa Sand, and on the right, Athena DuPont, our Senior Coordinator of Student Research, who is really the brains behind this operation. Thank you.